gonna go ahead and make some tzaziki. You know, that wonderful little dip or this thing that you put in heroes. I'm making this because I wanted to make some chicken heroes on some whole wheat pita, but you could also do this as just a standalone dip with some vegetables or some pita chips. First thing to do is grate down that cucumber, peeled it, grated it down. Want to get all the liquid out. It's going to cover it with some salt and set that to the side for about 15 minutes. And while that's sitting there with the salt, pulling all the liquid out of the cucumber, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and get started with the rest of it. So you put some good Greek yogurt, and you want the good thick stuff that's almost cheese. Going to put that into a bowl. To that Greek yogurt, we're going to go ahead and put a grated garlic toe in there. So we're just going to put the grater on top and just grate that right in there and wipe the excess off into the yogurt. After that, we're going to take some dill. There's an argument over whether you use dill or mint. I'm on team dill. I don't care for mint much, so I don't put mint in my tzaziki at all. I just go ahead and pinch off some good fresh dill and chop it up real fine and drop that in. You also want to add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper and some salt. You don't want to use too much salt because you have all that salt in the cucumber. The salt is going to come off when you drain it all out, but you do want to you just want to watch it here. You can always add, but you can't take out, so keep that in mind. Also, just a little bit of cayenne pepper. It's not traditional. I don't know what traditional is, but I need to have a little bit of heat in my tzaziki. So just put just a little bit in there, and keep in mind that some of the fat in that yogurt is going to cancel out some of the heat from the cayenne. You can also squeeze a lemon in there. You can add some lemon zest if you want. That's optional. I do at the end if it needs a little more. If not, I won't. So it's just kind of a play it by ear kind of thing for me with the lemon zest. Now, when that's all done, just going to want to add and combine all of that together. Now, look at all of the liquid that came out of that cucumber in just 15 minutes time. So, we're going to take that. We're going to lay out some paper towels, cheesecloth if you want, good clean dish towel, any of the above. Just put the cucumber in there, and you're going to want to squeeze out all of the liquid as the best you can. You want as much liquid out of there. Otherwise, you're going to have a really wet, kind of nasty tzaziki. And I'm sure there's a bad word for that, but I don't know what it is. So we'll just call it bad tzaziki. So anyway, again, squeeze out all of the liquid, and look at all the liquid that does come out of there. That cucumber is mostly water, as you can see. So to get all of that out, and then we're going to go ahead and add that into the yogurt. Mix it, combine it all together very well. Again, I want to add just a touch of olive oil. And even if you, like, I'm just using the very bottom of the bottle, as you can see. Just want a touch of that in there, not much. But going to combine everything there. I'm going to add a little bit more cayenne pepper, probably a little bit more black pepper based off the way it tastes at that point. No more salt. There's plenty of salt in this at this point. So we don't need to add any more of that. But we do want to add a little bit more pepper in it just to give it a little bit better of a profile. So combine everything and set it on the side. You're pretty much done at this point. The key factor with this is letting it rest. 3 to 4 hours at minimum. You really get the best results after 24, sometimes even 48 hours. This is just your classic Mediterranean tzaziki, and time is your friend here. So, you know, with me, I kind of plan this ahead of time so I can make it the day before or 2 days before, and you usually love it with just straight up vegetables or just on a hero, as in this case.